Hi there, I'm Stephen. You might recognise me from Bob's previous videos regarding Garry Valley Railway, and today we are at the Garry Valley Railway's 2022 August open day, and things have certainly changed a fair bit since you last saw us. For example, let's address the obvious elephant in the room, the trout. This is a ballast hopper. We're not sure exactly how old it is. We do believe it's between 1951 and 1949, as that's when British Railways did order their trout wagons before the later designs, the dogfish and the catfish, and then the bigger ones like the sea cows came in. This actually looks like a very old antiquated wagon despite its age, because it's actually built off a design that was originally built by Metro Cammell for the London North Eastern Railway of Flying Scotsman fame way back in the early half of the century. British Railways, when they were new, they didn't have time to fabricate new designs, and the LNER guys really liked the trouts, so they built some more of them. And now we've got one of the last surviving trouts. There's only 6 left, and this is one of them, and it's here in South Wales. In today's open day we have something on offer which we haven't done in any other open days we've had in the past. So last time Mr. Bob came, he had the privilege of filming Planet 4006 in the platform on its own. But this time, not only do we have 4006, we've also got our other planet, which is number 389 for the yellow one. And for the first time ever, we've actually got a steam engine in the platform. Sadly not in steam, but it's the first time a steam engine's pulled into Pontycymru station since 1953. In case you never tied it from filming a second.
Please keep in the water now.
This is Garry Valley Railway's Class 108 DMU, which is short for Diesel Multiple Unit. These are Type 108, and these were known by enthusiasts and staff as the Derby Lightweights. This is because they were built in Derby, and compared to other DMUs, they were lightweight, having aluminium bodies. Now these two, they were built around 1960s each between them. They're not quite the same. They look identical from the outside, but they're actually built from different sets. They never worked with each other originally when they're both allocated to Chester and that part of area up North Wales and such like that. But later on, when Cardiff Valley actually wanted more DMUs to replace their 101s and similar, because they had asbestos problems. So a load of 108s and similar units were brought down. And eventually in about 1987, these two were coupled up together and they became a pair. And they entered preservation in 1993 when British Railways had done with them. They originally went up to, I think it was the Spa Valley, but I might be wrong on that one. Sorry, apologies, it's Swanage, Pivot Diesel Group. They went down to Barry Island later on, and in 2009 they came down to Garry Valley Railway, where we've been working on them slowly but surely, restoring them. All work on the interior, which you can't see through Bob's lovely film, unfortunately. But we are putting a nice bar and a kiosk in the north unit, where we'll be able to serve teas and coffees whether the train is static or moving. The beauty of these is, these trains here, you've got 2 coaches, but you can actually couple up to 9 of these together and drive them all from one cab. Now with the steam engines of the time, unfortunately, for every steam engine that was on a train you had to have 1 driver and 1 fireman, whereas these DMUs unfortunately didn't think that's good for the people who were working at the time, because they put lots of people into redundancy. However, for British Rail, who was desperately trying to cling back some money away from the road industry, these are an absolute godsend and saved many branch lines in their day.
Cheers, Bob.
Yeah, I'm going to grab some uniform.
Yeah.
Hello, Bob.
Hi, my name's Owen, I'm at Garry Valley Railway.
Hi there, welcome to our little stall at Garry Valley Railway. You looking to expand your model railway?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, no worries. So I take it you do double O, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So what kind of track have you got at the moment then? Have you got like an oval? Have you got something like
It's more of a round sort of, yeah, and then I've just got to divert them.
Oh, like a little siding, yeah?
Yeah, more siding.
Cool. Anything you're looking for? Do you run passenger? Do you run goods trains?
It's sort of like a goods with a bit of passenger, I think.
Oh, I see. Have I got the thing for you? Have you got a brake fan on the back of your goods trains?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, well, you should have, because you're breaking the law when you model railway otherwise. Back in the day, every goods train had a brake fan on the back.
Oh yes, I think, yeah, on the back of it, yeah, I haven't seen it for a bit, so yeah,
Okay.
that's a bit, yeah.
Well, you know, if you do decide that you want a new brake fan, we've got a nice shiny one here.
Yes.
Being painted in the box-like colour signifies it's vacuum fitted, which means that the guard on here, he can pull his brake and all the vacuum brake system on this will actuate in all the vehicles in the tray, which are also vacuum fitted. The grey ones, which we haven't got at the moment, they would just be manual handbrake only, whereas this has got the handbrake and the vacuum. Something to think about. If you do decide that you wanted some more wagons to go with your layout, I've got some lovely mineral wagons. So these were everywhere in South Wales. They're built by hundreds of different companies, and every colliery, you know, should have at least one, because they had one. These were sort of 50s onwards. They replaced the old wooden ones. I don't think I've got any wooden ones to show you at the moment, but if it's not wagons you want, how about some nice coaches? Right, glad you asked. This little steam engine is basically a shrunk down version of a proper one. So instead of having like sort of coal or oil fired, what happens is you've got something called a methylated spirit, which looks like a sugar cube, but don't eat it, it's bad for you. That goes in here, and that is lit, and that gives off heat. This boiler here is full of water, so we should pop through there. That boiler then heats all this water. The steam is condensed through these copper pipes then into the cylinder, which pushes the piston back and forth. There's no fire now, so it's quite safe to touch. As you can see then, the mechanical engine goes from that connecting rod there through this wheel, and it pulls up a pulley here, and this pulls this wheel around, and they're all connected together with little belts, so that operates the little hammer, the little polisher, and then the grinder wheel as well. Are you familiar with the term knocking off?
No.
No? Well, when you finish your work somewhere, you'll learn all about when you're older, trust me. They say you're knocking off the day. That started because back in the olden days, all machinery, like in factories and that, like say that lane, they'd all be driven off belts, like say this one here, but much bigger obviously. And at the end of the day, they'd knock the belts off the system so everybody could go home and the machines wouldn't run into the night. That's where the term knocking off comes from the Great Western Railway.
Oh, that's good.
There we are. Panels bunker. Probably. Have you seen the big one outside?
No. We're heading there.
Oh, you're going
heading
there.
there.
You should have heard me when I was on holiday in Weymouth. I've learned how to do baby seagull noises.
Hi, I'm Gareth Haynes. This is my O-gauge layout Cog Road, set in the 1920s post Great Western pre-grouping. A lot of the stock is South Wales based in the South Wales area, running on the layout today.
Hello, I'm Sean from the Mistake Ukulele Club. We are starting back in the Cross Inn on Monday night, so if everybody wants to come and join us, we're there from 7:30. Open to anyone, even if you're coming in for a drink, feel free. So yeah, we play music that people don't like, people that music do like, so it's a bit for everyone. So come along and have some fun.
And as we're on trains, we're going to do a song about trains. So this is one from Johnny Cash for some Prison Blues.
Nigel Radley, Jarrow Valley Railway. When we got an open day like this, we got the engine on display, and I'm an allocated person to show the people what's inside the engine.
Right, from now on you can choose whichever one you would like. You win. I won't put it back in there. It's a bit like a fish. You catch the same one again, don't you? Take that away. Right. Now, one of our two organisers for today is Stephen here. So I'll get Stephen to draw the next one. Look the other way.
Please be a nice one. Please be a nice one. I'm going to go for that one there. Stephen Pierce, I mean Sean Keddy.
Sean Keddy, is Sean here?
Ukulele.
Oh! The choice is yours. Leave the whiskey for me, look. Oh, that's the one to go for.
Put it back in.
Say hello, this is George, going on his first train ride at the miniature railway, Flying Gareth.
Yeah, Squire's not here. Yeah, Squire's here. Ready?
that, guys. I tell you what, Daph's smiling.